curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Now it's Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now a toss running left, Akers. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. After 1, it's 9-0.
The score, Rams 9, Cowboys 0.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Power running by Zeke. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 2. Taken about 7 yards deep. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. On 2nd down, it's Elliott at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Running with Elliott. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. To the air again, Stafford. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Bring it! Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Going right back to Akers. And a short gain down to about the 33.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing again. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by next-gen stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Stafford now to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion. The quarterback will keep it himself. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Rams 15. Cowboys 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A third quarter now, and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Prescott on first down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To the air again, Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 88 yards. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. Dak's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Rams 15. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Stafford on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. On the crossing route, complete. It's Woods. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 10 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown pass.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name. Hard not to respect a run like that.
And that's his second touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's Stafford. His throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
At the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He's back to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked by the rookie from Bama, Trayvon Diggs.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this one will end in a victory for the down.